Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on where in the world you're watching us from. Happy time zone, everyone. If you're watching this live, it is currently Wednesday, the 29th of November.
Oh God, already?
Yeah.
What happened to 2023?
We went to Iceland and now it's Christmas.
Yeah, we went to Iceland, kind of blinked there, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, welcome in, everyone. I am your gogglehead in charge, AJ, joined along um, by the bunny in command, Miss McMahon.
Hello, I'm in command now.
I know, but I needed second in command and bunny and like sure.
I'm in command of the chat.
It's like I don't it's like I don't prepare in advance for this stuff and just kind of
I know,
wing
right?
it and see what happens. But we are here. This is episode 42 of our 41 of our
41.
ongoing delve into Digimon Seekers, as we are seemingly getting close to the end.
Yeah.
This is chapter 3-10, with 3-11 coming next week, so that's good. Nice to know we're not
Yeah,
just
it's not jumping into 4.
yeah. Which also, chapter 3 just feels like it has flown by.
Yeah, it really
Compared to
has.
chapter 2, this feels like it's just gone. Like
Yeah.
it feels like last week we were talking about Saya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like not a lot has really happened.
No.
It's like it's been flashback and stuff happened
Mm.
there, but all stuff we knew.
Yeah. There's
Like
nothing new.
we knew something had happened. We knew a couple of things, so it just got filled in a bit.
Yeah, and I feel like the way this ends, that's going to be more of the same next week as well for 311.
Yeah.
Because this episode, like, AG has a wash, apologizes for the mess. Tartarus says, oh, don't worry about it, we're quite similar.
Yeah, we know he's a messy bastard with it, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, see, that's my fault. Um, I say fault, but because I was reading the direct translation.
Mm.
So when AG comes out of the shower, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He actually says, "Don't worry, we're similar."
Mm.
We're in the correct translation, and this is kind of like my first real belief now that somebody has been going in um post publishing and
Mm.
making better efforts to translate it than they had before. No, actually, too big.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says like, "Oh, don't worry about it. My place is a mess too,"
Mm.
and it's a very interesting distinction for the Japanese one to go, "Oh, we're similar," and the
Yeah.
English one to go, "Oh no, my place is messy too."
Yeah.
And there's a lot of instances of that during the like,
Although that's almost backwards. Because I feel like him saying we're similar is more a posh way of saying that. Instead of going, oh, I'm messy too.
yeah, a little bit,
It's
but it
grand.
yeah, but like someone has gone in and like decidedly made a change, and I noticed this while I was going through the two versions because
Mm.
my old phone, the auto translate prompts immediately and I get
Mm.
the official English version.
Yeah.
But my new phone, for some reason that doesn't happen and I just have to
Yeah.
hit the, translate with Google page or
Yeah.
button. And
And that's weird that it doesn't work on that phone and it doesn't work on the browser for me.
yeah, it's not set up to work with Opera, I guess, but
Yeah.
there's some lines in the text there where I'm like, "Oh, you've just gone in and made it sound not posher, but more." And we've kind of commented on this before, where the translator seems to be going in to make the sentence structure a bit more elegant as opposed to
Yeah.
eloquent.
Yeah.
Um, like when
That's
Dorumon
what I
turns
said.
up.
Posher.
Yeah, when Dorumon turns up,
Mm.
um, in the direct version, Lugumon's like, "Hey, it's that rag bastard we met during the test," as opposed to "It's that raggedy Digimon we met during the
Mm.
test." And Dorumon's response is like, "I'm not a rag, I'm Dorumon."
Mhm.
So there's like just little things like that.
Mm.
I definitely recommend like translate the page with Google Translate, read the chapter, and then read the official translation, and you'll just see where nuance is being altered and
Mm.
uh characters like sentence structure is being changed because it's not a completely different chapter, but it's like there's a distinct effort to change the crack team into code crackers.
Yeah.
But the crack team is a thing that exists in Digimon. They were
Mm.
the D Brigade before the Digi-police ever existed.
Yeah.
So like that has been a thing. The crack team has been a thing in Digimon lore, but the English translation like insistently goes in and changes it to code crackers,
Mm.
which is it's interesting. Like it doesn't change the context, but it's like,
Mm.
why are you changing something that's already been pre-established?
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. But ultimately, like I'm kind of rambling on here because this is just AG and Tartarus having a chat, and
Mm.
like Tartarus or DORUmon, like so, well, not even well, yeah, DORUmon sort of does the most of the chatting.
Yeah, he does, and AG is even like, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be looking at him or the
Yeah,
human.
because DORUmon's got this wild sense of independence, and
Mm.
um,
It's almost like he's in control. He's the
yeah,
boss. He's actually Tartarus.
yeah, like and then DORUmon's like, oh, you're just like Marvin said, like
Mm.
you know you feign ignorance, but you know you're observant where it counts.
Mm.
Again, another line that's altered from the direct translation where it's
Uh,
like, um, hold on, let me pull it back up here.
Also, at one point, it says Martin instead of Marvin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So DORUmon says, I see. Just like Marvin said, he seems to be completely absent-minded, but doesn't miss the important things.
Mm.
Like, it's the same sentence.
That just like saying that he feigns it makes it sound like he's
Doing it on purpose.
doing it on purpose. Well, he's not. He's just
Dumb.
not even dumb. He just, it's kind of a trait that some people have where they just, but they don't pay attention. You don't think they're paying attention to things around them,
Yeah.
and then they'll pipe up with something, and you're like, "Oh, you did
Yeah.
know that? Okay."
Yeah, so again, it's like, it's what I'm saying, like, you should, like, anyone should read, particularly for this one. Because I know a lot of the complaints for early seekers was we were just getting the blind idiot translation,
Mm.
and they were going, that's fair enough. But this is the first time in weeks, and it's probably been ongoing. I just haven't
Mm.
looked at it to this level. But this is like the first time where I feel like, oh no, they actually did pay attention and went back in and start doing it.
Mm.
It wasn't just that they were changing terminology here and there,
Yeah,
because
because
they
we
messed
figured.
that up. They
Yeah,
messed
we
that up
figured.
in this chapter.
Yeah, but we figured there was someone going back in and changing certain words anyway because there were so many typos,
Yeah,
and a machine translation wouldn't have
wouldn't
any
make the
typos.
typo
Like,
because it would just mistranslate the sentence.
mm.
But it's like they get talking about like the Mugen Draymon,
Mm.
and Eiji's like, why would you want an ultimate level Digimon?
Mm.
Machine Dramon's a mega level. Ultimate is the Japanese term.
Mm.
So it's not perfect, but someone is at least there is at least someone going in and attempting to clean it up.
Yeah.
Um but like otherwise they are just having a chat, and like they get into
It
the
does end up being an important chat, but
yeah, like I was gonna say, like they do sort of touch on um like AG kind of wants proof that Tartarus is who he says he is, and that's where
mm.
DORUmon comes from and leads to that exchange. But then he says later, AG, I mean, that like he
Mm.
wants to rescue Leon and Pulsemon, and Tartarus kind of looks at him as like, "We sent you to get rid of him. Why are you doing that?"
Mm.
And he's like, "Well, you guys didn't care how it was done, just that it was."
Mm.
But he's gone DMIA, and you know I'm responsible for that. And this is where we kind of learn like Tartarus is like, well, in that case, we're also very similar. And we learned that the Sons of Chaos was really set up to avoid repeat DMIA cases.
Yeah, AG questioned him on the whole, but
Yeah.
you're the leader who never lets anyone go
Yeah,
DMIA.
and he's like, oh,
And he's like,
yeah, a reputation that is like, I am, yeah, it's been
no, he's
blown out of
like,
proportion.
he's kind of like, people have it from the wrong starting point,
Yeah.
basically, because he was the first person to have someone go DMIA on him.
Mm.
And like Kasaya obviously was the first person ever to do it.
Of course.
And but nobody knows about that.
Yeah.
So they just see him with his team
Mm.
not letting this happen. So, but obviously they don't know the reason behind that.
Yeah.
But well, aside from a couple of higher ups, he said Marvin and some others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which leads me to believe Marvin has had somebody go DMIA as well.
Gagey says something like that as well, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Or thinks it at least.
Thinks
yeah.
it at least, yeah. So
And DORUmon thanks him for making sure that Marvin didn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not yeah, that's the other thing. Like
Yeah.
DORUmon takes the lead in the conversation. And I love Lugumon kind of sniping back at DORUmon. Where he's like, you're polite when you need to be. Or like he turns the whole absent-minded but observant when necessary thing on its head.
Yeah.
Which I like. I'm sorry, but Lugumon is like Lugumon having sass with everybody is always going to amuse me.
Yeah, he's great.
Can I talk about another change between the two versions?
Yeah.
I just want to bring the version up here. Like when Eiji comes out of the shower.
Yeah.
And it says Lugumon meanwhile entertained their guest. Thankfully, said guest was well versed in the digital world and knew how to handle conversing with a hololized Digimon.
Yeah.
The direct translation version of that says, meanwhile, the visitor was playing with Lugumon. He is skilled at handling Digimon. Judging from the fact that he can naturally communicate with hololized Digimon, this man is definitely a cracker, or a hacker, or someone who knows about the digital world. So that's also flipping on who's entertaining who.
Yeah.
like
Lugumon entertained their guest. No,
Tartarus
more
came
like
in and went, Puppy!
Yeah.
Which
a good boy.
Which I think is so much funnier.
Yeah, it is.
I like the idea like Tartarus, like Eiji just comes out of the shower and Tartarus and Lugumon are just playing fetch.
Yeah. Or he's on his back and he's like giving
him
belly
belly rubs
and
stuff. Yeah. You know.
That's me entertaining him.
Yeah, anyone but Eiji, basically. And Lugumon would do that. He'd like just to spite Eiji, like,
Eiji would reach down and he'd snap at him. Not you.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but the way, like, even the way that reads, like, okay, it's a little bit janky.
Yeah.
But this version, like, thankfully, said guest was well versed in the digital world.
Yeah, it's such a truncated version. Like even the sentence about like, the knife, because there's this line in it where the man took a sip from his canned coffee. He looked supremely relaxed and at ease, and Eiji found himself strangely relaxed as well. It wasn't as though his apartment was full of potential weapons. He didn't even own any knives, compared to. Sorry for barging in on you so suddenly. The man was drinking canned coffee in a relaxed manner. He's not wary of Eiji at all. In fact, there isn't even a knife or kitchen knife in this room that could be used as a weapon. So that's like Tartarus is more like, oh yeah, I'm safe here.
Yeah.
Just taking a sip. It's like, well, no, you don't even have any knives, so I'm good. Yeah. I'm just a stranger who barged into your home, but like you've no way of defending yourself. Sip.
Yeah, and it's funny that comes up now. Like, it wasn't as though his apartment. You went off and took a shower and left him to ruffle through your entire room. Like he could have found all your weapons if you had them. But you didn't care. You went for a shower because he brought you food.
Yeah.
Also, I don't trust that his vital levels are all back to normal after a shower and one bite of food. Well, not one bite, but one meal.
Do you think there's something in the food that sort of like bring him back down, or is it just a case of, oh god, I've eaten after like 3 days and
I definitely think he'd feel better, but I don't think his vital signs exactly would be back to normal just yet.
Or is it just that maybe that sense of maybe there is a sense of ease with Tartarus around that he's not as on edge now.
Yeah.
And even though technically his boss has turned up at the door,
Mm.
his boss is just a dude.
Yeah.
Like, there
Dude was
doesn't
just
seem to,
chilling out and
like, there's a level of respect between like the hierarchy here, but it's
mm.
also very casual.
Yeah.
So while I do agree, I don't believe that like his vital levels would immediately go back to somewhat normal levels.
Mm.
I definitely can picture them, you know, dropping from like going from red alert to yellow alert,
Yeah,
so to
like he
speak.
doesn't have the shakes anymore because he actually had a meal and he's not been vomiting for hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's not back to normal.
No.
Also,
um,
I'm laughing at the he took a sip of his canned coffee and he's all relaxed and at ease. But in the picture, it looks like he's really confused by his coffee.
oh yeah. Hold on. Let me just bring this up. Sorry for like headphone users or audio only listeners, but let me just zoom in on this picture here because yeah, Tartarus is like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, I know he's probably meant to be looking at AG, but it looks like he's looking directly into that can, going, "What did I just drink?"
Yeah.
Look at that big fluffy
Oh,
tail.
I know, I do love DORUmon, but um, yeah, Lugumon just sassing everybody is
Look how happy he is. Oh,
Lugumon. Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, friend, you have the same thing as I do.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to Lugumon and Ryudamon interacting
Mm.
because I think it's going to be quite fun as well. But
He's very posh, isn't he?
oh yeah, Ryudamon, yeah,
Yeah.
because he's like samurai,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, so they get talking about like so like Tartarus explains that the Sons of Chaos was really set up to prevent people from going DMIA.
And to find a way to save them.
Yeah, to find
Yeah.
a way to find a way to save them. And AG asks Tartarus for like help in rescuing Leon, and he's like, "Okay, well our interests are aligned here." So he basically agrees to it. He
Mm.
also knew from the start that he was one of Ryu's NG spies.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He
Yeah,
says that, yeah, but we're low on numbers and if he thought you were good, then you were definitely
yeah,
good. So
um, yeah. It's
I don't think he cares that his father-in-law is spying on
no,
him.
no, he doesn't seem to. But like, remember back in the day, like in the early chapters where I'm like, no, Tartarus is Ryu's NG. This is a scam.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, I was completely wrong, but Tartarus still knew what was up, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's because AG went around saying his name instead of his codecracker nickname
Mm.
to everybody who asked,
Yeah.
but um but,
We know he doesn't keep in touch with Ryosenji.
yeah.
Well, as far as we know, he doesn't keep in touch with Yulin. But did
Well, we haven't seen anything to the contrary on that. Like we haven't seen anything to say that like Kosuke has
mm.
visited Saya before she was shipped off to America, or he
Mm.
traveled to America to see her. Or we don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know that it didn't happen, but based on the text, we can probably infer that that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember if they mentioned that when Yulin was there,
Hmm.
standing over Leon that time.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I
just
know
like
she was saying, she hadn't seen him or hadn't contacted him, and it'd be weird now if she did. Or
yeah, but there was no mention of like
I don't remember
Kosuke had
Ryosenji.
been
Yeah,
here. Yeah. And I get that in a
it
sense.
could be Ryosenji being like, well, if she knows he's Tartarus, I better keep quiet about his whereabouts.
Well, yeah, but even in the not visiting thing, if it hasn't happened,
Mm.
I can see that being like the kind of the anime or just the general storytelling thing of I can't look at you again until I save you because it's my fault you're like this.
Yeah,
So it's a pride thing for him as well.
yeah.
And yeah, so I fully expect that to be the case.
Mm.
Um, but maybe because of the Digimon linker or something, he was able to go, oh yeah, you're working for Ryusenji, that's fine.
Mm.
Like he's not even bad.
Yeah, that's what I said. He doesn't even care.
He does, yeah. Like there's no reprimand from them for lying to him or trying
Mm.
to like pull the wool over his eyes.
Yeah.
It's just like yeah, it's fine. Which I'm like, Kosuke is like the weird, like it's
The weirdest criminal boss ever.
yeah.
That's the thing.
Giovanni of Team Rocket, he is not.
No. Like, he's just a guy.
Yeah, he's just a dude, and I kind of dig it because the story, for how short it's been, has built him up to be like this sort of like omnipresent, maybe omniscient,
Yeah.
like being, that's high and above all code crackers.
Yeah.
And
he's
he
like
is
the king of code crackers and hackers, and
yeah,
he's the best of the best, and
he is, but he's also just normal about it.
yeah.
Like there's no ego there,
Mm.
which is like, and I suppose getting humbled during the Saya incident might have done that, but it's kind of refreshing that this isn't just business, Iji Nagasumi, I'm here to recruit you.
Yeah.
Like, because that was kind of the vibe the trailer was giving me.
Mm.
But like they talk about Nation X,
Like
they
the
talk
banging on the door sounded so ominous that we thought maybe it was the Digivolution.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh no, he was just there bringing him a snack.
Yeah. So next week, I guess Eiji's going to learn about Saya.
Yeah.
And the Black Agumon.
I kind of hope we don't get a recap of that again.
No, I know. I
hope it does a fast forward and
yeah,
we just get the end of that conversation.
Like
wow, that happened to you.
Like a raincoat cutscene.
Yeah.
Where it literally fast forwards through the exposition.
Yeah, I really don't want him to tell the story because we literally just
lived it. We lived it. Next week should be picking up with, having heard the story about Saya going DMIA. Eiji looked to Tartarus and said, something like that.
Or Tartarus is already gone and it's Eiji thinking about it, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I would completely agree. But like other than that, like it's again, I'm really enjoying Chapter 3. I think Chapter 3 might be my favorite so far. Like, overall, structure-wise, content-wise, translation-wise.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we're getting towards the end of this story now, and whatever is next after Seekers is going to be more focused on the card game stuff. Because I really do feel like the story's only starting to pick. Like, this feels like the midpoint.
It feels like there should be a good few chapters after this, not
one,
not just one.
Yeah, like it's gonna feel like it's all about the presentation and how they get there, right? It's the journey rather than the destination. But I don't want Chapter 4 to feel so rushed that they go to the digital world, they fight Omegamon. They're I know
you saying Omnimon.
I know.
It's because you said omniscient earlier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's no, it probably is because that word is like, it's circulating in my brain. Oh, excuse me. They fight Omegamon. They learn about Yggdrasil. They find Pulsemon. Somehow free Leon. Bigger bad turns up. Like Lugumon still has to digivolve to like Soul Lugumon
by the end of this chapter.
Yeah. All right, and then we have to get Fenrir Lugumon, and then Fenrir Lugumon Kazuchi mode, or whatever it's called, and then I'm still betting that like DORUmon and Ryudamon are going to fuse into Alphamon or Ryuken mode.
Yeah, I feel like that'll probably be in the digital world.
Yeah. Oh, it'll all be in the digital world.
Yeah.
But like,
well, obviously they're not gonna go in and fight and get Leon back and then do it, but you know what I mean.
No, I feel like it's gonna be one continuous thing, but I just don't want it to be like, I want it to pace itself so it doesn't feel like we just rushed in, did everything, and saved the day.
Yeah.
Because despite this, light novel's shortcomings, it's gotten very good at pacing and like deliberate storytelling.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to worry about animating explosions, basically.
So I would love to see this as a movie.
Oh yeah, I think as a movie, like even at like a 90-minute movie, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
I'd even, like, I know Bandai wouldn't put the budget into it, but even if it followed the same sensibilities as the trailers, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
But if they wanted to use the character models and everything that like Mallow has been drawing for the last nearly a year,
Mm.
that's fine too.
I'd
Um,
almost prefer that kind of animation.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes the 3D faces are kind of scary. But
yeah,
Leon won't be Leon.
I get you. Um, I suppose you could just get the actors from the trailers to voice the characters, I guess.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a shame really that it's going to be ending soon enough.
Mm.
Like I'm looking forward to seeing what the new project is, especially since it doesn't look like we're getting a new anime.
Yeah.
Like this new card game project with its new mascot looks like it's going to be the new thing for 2024.
Yeah.
So we might not get an anime till 2025.
Yeah, we still haven't seen the movie yet either.
Well, yeah. Well, given that, Bandai only remembered the UK and Irish market existed 2 months ago, I can't see us getting Zero to the beginning until 2026.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
speaking of, I need to check my order for that movie. Because I
Mm.
did order a Kizuna from Right Stuff. I need to check my order anyway. And see if it's. I haven't got an email to say it's been shipped, but I thought it was meant to be out by now.
Mm.
Unless it's been pushed back to December for some reason. But I thought it was meant to be out by now. Um,
Yeah, I would like this to, because it did have a very shaky start
yeah,
between translation and everything.
and whole like sections of of like stuff going missing. Like we regularly like call back to the whole Red Ocean strategy thing just not being there in the original translation. The comedy of Ryu Senji and stroking Madoki Betamon, and it was quite shaky, and now it just feels like the project is finally finding its footing,
Yeah.
storytelling wise, translation wise, everything. That
I kind of wish people who dropped off it early on would come back to it now,
yeah,
read from the start and see where
and see how much it
how
does
much it's
improve.
improved. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, it's definitely, and I think just taking all of that into consideration, like chapter 3 has definitely been my favorite so far.
Mm.
I think chapter 2 had some good ideas, but Leon is just fucking insufferable.
Yeah, he could have been toned down a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we were supposed to get that angry at him.
That we were kind of rooting for AG to put him away. Yeah.
Put him in his place and all that.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel bad that he's DMIA.
Oh, not at all.
So, like, chapter 4 has its work cut out for it to, like, fucking redeem him.
Yeah.
You know?
You came to save me even after I was horrible to you. And...
Yeah. Oh, how... You want to...
Oh,
do you want to...
the team of code crackers are going to save him. He's going to be disgusted.
2 members of the Digi-police and 3 code crackers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Marvin's going too, right?
Yeah, and Yulin's a code cracker as well.
Well, yeah.
She just happens to have the Digi-police title on her. But that's how she started.
So it's going to be Yulin, Satsuki, Marvin, Kosuke, and AG all together. Leon is the 6th ranger, and they'll all take down Yggdrasil together.
If he has met Saya in there
yeah.
as well, is he like harassing her because she was originally like one of the original code crackers?
Well, that depends on how much of Saya and Leon still exist within Agumon and Pulsemon.
So I mean, if we get in there and they're just in there,
yeah,
like, and they've met because there's only so many humans or human data, or well, whoever else is in there too, I suppose. But
I'd like to place a bet.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't work if you agree with me. But I want to see how you feel about this, right? Leon's going to remember AG saying he'll give up being a cracker.
Oh, 100%.
That's...
Yeah, he's going to remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's one of those, like, it was said as he was going through the portal, he'll remember.
Oh, yeah, he'll remember that, yeah.
And try and hold him to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I see, the bet doesn't work then.
Yeah, see, it doesn't. But no, he is that much of a dickhead that he would have heard that in the distance while he was half dead, and he will hold on to that. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Leon. right. Shall we let's have a look for art? Because I don't
Yeah.
really think there's anything left to talk about. Like we covered the finer points of it.
Mm.
Um
Basically, what I can see, what they've been talking about, like why did he want an ultimate level Digimon?
yeah.
To take down everything at the gate
Yeah. And that's
and whatever's after it. That's it.
I fully believe that they wanted Mugen Draymon's power simply to be a bodyguard for when they attack the gate.
Mm.
So, fully I fully expect that.
Yeah, and he's saying that all the necessary characters are in place, but we can't control the outcome.
Yeah.
So, Yulin is probably one of them, so he can't control what happens with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, once that door opens, who knows what'll happen? They could all just die for all they know.
I'm gonna be honest, I really want Satsuki to be part of this team that goes through the gate.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
if she's not, I'm like, that's such a waste of a character.
Yeah, why make her like
So prominent.
Yeah, why give her such a personality? Like
Yeah. So yeah.
such a bizarre choice for Digimon. Like
I've been chatting with Yami. I'm trying to get some trades out of Yami.
yeah.
To get more Digipolice stuff and um I'm trying to work out trades to get like more Satskis and Numamons out of Yami. And then when the next box comes around, I'll do it all again for Yulin and whatever else. And build this big Digipolice deck to go with my Brigadramon on the bracelet. So, right. Oh yeah, and I do like this. Before we actually go looking for art, I do like this. Like AG is starting to see the plan in his mind before he's even been told anything. So that's fun. But yeah, and then there's like all the stuff about sharing a common goal and the true purpose and etc. So yeah, and then Tartarus agreed to tell his story. So yeah. All right. Well, look, let me go back to the main page of the site. And fan art. Let's see if there's anything new. If there's not, we can always go Twitter hunting and see if there's one or two new things. And there's not.
There is not.
The same artwork as last week.
Before we go Twitter hunting, read the comments.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Or two, don't we?
We might do. Oh, okay.
Ah, two. Okay.
So Desmond says the rumbling is here. Yuki. Oh, good to see Yuki.
Hey, Yuki.
Tartarus might be in more trouble with the Digipolice if he
It
doesn't age. After coming out of her coma, AJ is the bitchy in this episode. And congratulations on getting YouTube memberships back. Anyway, have a megvelous day.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna use that as my sign off from now on. Thank you, Yuki.
I still think domestic violence is the best one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But no, thank you. But yeah, so
for review written.
No.
Nope. And no.
No.
Okay.
And also just cheap plug. Channel memberships have been reinstalled, and you guys can follow along and get extra content like emotes and badges. And myself and Meg are going to be playing through Digimon All-Star Rumble on the PS3 exclusively for members soon. Sooner rather than later.
Yes.
So get in on that and be the first to join us on this new adventure with Shoutmon and Beelzebubon and all of your favorites. Well, maybe not all, but a collection of them.
Yes. It would be impossible to put all Digimon in a game, right?
Oh, yeah, apparently.
Whoa.
Okay, that's Wow, I got a random comment on my Digimon 30-day challenge thing
That
from
was
a
like,
few years ago.
yeah, it was a good few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fun fact, I actually came across a Facebook memory where I talked about I made all those 30-day challenge videos 4 months early.
Mm.
Because I used to do Digimon month in February, because
Yeah.
new games were generally coming out in February. We had Cyber Sleuth, Next Order, Hacker's
Mm.
Memory. They all seemed to come out in February over here. So I was like, okay, well, look, I can build around that and do like extra videos and things, reviews, blah, blah,
Mm.
blah. And I was like, okay, well, there's a new game coming out in February of that year. There's this 30-day Digimon questionnaire challenge thing that I seen on
Mm.
Twitter. I just stole that and I made these little 5 to 10 minute videos talking about
Mm.
what is your favorite, you know,
Yeah.
X thing or your, favorite episode, character, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
So got a random one on my favorite villain uh video, so that's fun. But I won't read it because we are going to be watching season 5 soon and
Mm.
kind of spoilers. So
Oh no, we read that one.
yeah.
Sorry. No, I was just looking at Holy Wholesome Sauce, which is weirdly
Ah,
wholesome.
cool. Right. And Desmond, thank you for your comments on the Survive playthrough videos.
Thank you.
Um, okay. So let me boot up Twitter here. And let me just hashtag Digimon Survive. And hashtag fan art.
Oh,
That's
that's not survived, but sure.
yeah. Also,
Oh. Wait, you typed survive, not seekers.
oh,
How did I not notice that? And I said it's
that's
not survive. That is survive. It's not seekers.
somehow Desmond's fault. May 2nd, we missed this sticker.
Pretty sure we've seen that.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Yeah, we've definitely seen this.
Go to latest.
Yeah, I know. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
That's nice.
We'll give that a like and a retweet, and let's put it up on screen. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what you move? Oh, the picture.
Yeah. There we go. So, Yulin and DORUmon.
Looks like he's sniffing her hair.
He's so much more respectful than that.
Yeah.
That is by Digua 925375359.
Yeah.
Very good. Yulin art. That is rare.
Mm.
I dig it. All right.
On the glove. I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh,
Nope.
this. Okay, that's it. Yep. Okay, we're back to square one. Well,
So that'll be next week's art.
yeah. So on the website, that'll be next week's art. Is there anything else?
Heck,
No,
I
there's
nearly
that
start doing.
Pulse
I
one.
nearly start doing stick figure drawings for this thing.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Like, if you're anyway artistically inclined, throw some fan art together for Digimon Seekers, and we can, you can get featured on their website because you'll be there by default, and and then we can showcase how awesome you are as well.
Yeah, like there's some of them that don't tend to get up there for a long time. We'll have seen them on Twitter.
Yeah,
And then eventually we go, hey, there's that one.
yeah, it does happen quite a bit.
Whoever's in charge of it just doesn't check it weekly.
I think so. Like, that came out the 26th.
Yeah, 28th, yeah.
So that was Sunday. So that was done after this chapter went up, which is fine. If there's no art to put up and this doesn't come out until after your latest chapter goes up, I get it. This came out after 3-10.
Okay.
So yeah, it probably will be.
It'll be next week.
It'll be next week with 311. So, all right. Well, look, I think that is that it. Is that everything?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing stopping us from recording next week. So
No. So if you're watching this live as it premieres,
We're
we
not
will
watching Cross Wars today.
no, but we are going into part 2 of Digimon Survive.
Yes.
We finished we finished the prologue and part 1 yesterday, or sorry, Sunday.
Yes.
We made sure to build up Ryo's affinity as we've been playing through. We defeated Dokugumon in the school.
We totally didn't have to start over.
Nope,
Nope.
not at all. You totally shouldn't go and watch the VOD to verify that. Totally not. No.
Totally didn't. Nope.
So yeah, we'll see.
Got everything right first try.
That's it. First try, baby. So we'll see you guys tonight for more Digimon Survive. Sunday is up in the air currently because myself and Meg have a convention this weekend. So it really just depends on how long we're out for, how long we're sort of running around and on our feet, and whether cosplay exhausts us.
Yeah.
So we will keep you guys informed, but we might only be doing the one venture into Survive this week, but we'll let you guys know. Or maybe I'll do something, if I'm able for it, or maybe we just take the night off. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how we feel on the day, to be honest. So
we do have a bunch of Spy Family to catch up on.
Oh yeah, that we do.
So who knows? But we'll let you know, of course. So keep an eye on Discord, keep an eye on Twitter and Blue Sky, and we'll let you know what's happening with Sunday on the day. So
make sure to get on Blue Sky because we're leaving Twitter very soon.
Yeah. Basically 1st of January. Yeah. I am nuking. Well, I'll leave it open just for archival sake, but the Twitter account is just not going to see any traction from January.
It's just gonna have a pinned message saying "Go to Blue Sky."
Basically, yes. Yeah. So if you're on Blue Sky, follow us at the code Crown and Digimegmon. And if you're not on Blue Sky yet and would like to join, hit me up and I might be able to sort you out with a code.
Yes,
because I have a couple of them.
Yeah, pop into the Discord and we can see about it.
Yeah, let us know on Discord and we can get you sorted out. Followers and subscribers will take priority.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we have to know them. Yeah. We're not just giving them out willy-nilly.
Exactly.
So
well, I just want to nip that in the bud.
Yeah, because we're not just giving out codes to anyone.
No, DORUmon loves a trier. I don't. And wholly am I alone between heaven and earth. So, to quote Bancho Leomon, who is quoting Buddha. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there in time. Much love, everyone. Thank you for stopping in today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you for Digimon Survive tonight.
Yeah. All those times you got Survive right.
I know. I had to focus.
I had to focus on whether you were saying it right or not because that screwed me up.
I know, right? Fist bumps. Right. We're out.
Yay for being stupid. Yeah. Not just me this time.
No. See you guys later.
Bye.
Da 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 dun. Dun dun.